Hey, what's up, guys? This is Martin here from MIP Cardiac. I'm out here doing my usual cardio workout, like always. And I would like to share this quick message with you guys because I believe this is going to hold a lot of relevance, a lot of value. So let's get on with it. So, yesterday, 2 days ago to be exact, I had one of the shittiest days this year. It was a terrible day, okay? I ain't gonna lie. It all started with the shitty workout. I had a leg day on Monday. And I don't know what the hell happened on that day. I was weak, I was feeling lethargic, I was out of energy, I didn't have any purpose on that day. I don't know what it was, okay? I don't know. And then then it all compounded with the website problems because I'm creating a website for Rip Cardiac right now. It started with the domain problems, and then it started with the hosting problems with the DNS records. And then on top of that, you had the WordPress problem because it was not able to integrate the website. And I still have that problem, okay? We weren't able to resolve it. But, but I did the work. I did what I could do on that day. And I rarely have those days, okay? Usually, because everyone has bad days. Everyone has days when they don't feel like doing the work. Where they're like, oh shit, I really have to do it today. And you really have to push yourself on those days. Like every single rep on those days is a conscious push. It's a conscious effort. And on those days, it's really important that you just do the work. But again, I rarely have days like that to that extent. Because usually it's very smooth for me. I operate, it's on automatic mode for me. I've trained myself to operate without any emotions. I just do the work. It's non-negotiable to me. But yeah, it was a terrible day. I didn't hit my reps. I didn't hit my strength levels. It was just, I did not do everything I could that day with my. I left the gym a little bit early because I was just so fucking pissed. And then on top of that, you had those website problems. But that day counted as a win for me. I crossed it as a win. I did everything I could that day. Even though it was not a perfect day. Far from it. But that's going to be the lesson for this video. Good is always going to be better than perfect. Because too many of you guys, you all want this ride to be a smooth ride. You want it to be easy. You want it to be a piece of cake for you. So many people nowadays, they're looking for the shortcuts. They're looking for ways to make it easier. But that's never going to be the case. It's always, you will encounter those bad days occasionally. They will happen. And they will come. So you got to expect them. That's why, me as a person, I always operate with zero emotions. Neither too high nor too down. I'm always sort of in the middle, which I think is a good place to be in when you're doing your thing. And so that's just a reminder to you guys. You will always have those bad days. They will pop up. But what is the most important thing that you can do when you have those days? It's just to get it done. Just get done with your work and do what you can control. And it's such an easy lesson. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. It's a simple lesson, but it's difficult to put into practice. Because a lot of times, especially when we're going through a bad time, when things are not going for us, or when we're going through failure, we get it stuck in our heads. We think that our problem is special. We start to believe that there's no hope. We start to feel down. We start to be pessimistic about a certain situation. But what you really got to do on those days is just to do what you can do. And good is always going to be better than perfect. Because perfection is not realistic. Perfection does not exist. But consistency and being consistent at what you do and not missing any days is something that you can't control. Excuse me. You can't control what's going to happen with your website. The server might be down. They might have a huge ass bug. You don't know what's going to happen. You can't control what the weather is like. Okay, today it's a pretty sunny day, although they're actually forecasting a storm in a couple of hours, so I gotta be quick here. You can't control the bugs. You can't control if they're gonna land on you. You can't control the trees. I want this tree to grow. I want it to be 100 meters tall. I want it to be 300 feet tall. I can't do that. But you can control your mind and your mindset at the end of the day. You can control how you respond to certain events and what happens to you. But it's just the way it is. And from what I've experienced in life, the biggest differentiator between people who actually get something in life and people who remain stuck and who remain average, per se, or who remain normal, okay? Because people who watch this channel are not going to be normal. All of you who watch that exact type of content, you want success. You want to be better in life. When you want to reach true levels of success, it all depends on how you respond to certain things. The people who become successful in life, they always take control of their mindset and their attitude. They always focus on what they can do, and they always look for the positive. No matter if it's a bad or a good situation, they always look for the positive. Even though sometimes it can be very difficult to find a positive, especially when something terrible happens to you, like you get bankrupt, you get a divorce, your wife cheats on you, maybe you become homeless, maybe the bank takes your money, maybe your car gets stolen, maybe your kids hate you, maybe you lost your child, maybe you got cancer, maybe you lost your job, your high-paying job that you've worked for 20 years. Like, these things do happen. But try to look for the good in the bad things that happen to you. And this is not a common practice. This is difficult to put into fruition. But the average people of the world, the people who succumb into societal norms, they start to believe that it's not their fault. They don't take any responsibility. They blame it on the weather. Okay, it's actually sunny out here. Maybe God is listening to us, which is cool. They blame it on the government. They blame it on society. They blame it on bad times. They blame it on the marketplace. They blame it on the social media algorithm. They blame it on their wife, their man. They blame it on their boss, their coworkers, their parents, their spouse, their friends. They blame their upbringing, their environment. Okay, that's the mindset of a negative person. That's the mindset of a person who will never really go past status quo. And the reason why I'm telling this to you guys is because I've experienced the exact same thing. When I was stuck, when I was fat, when I was a lot younger, or I was skinny, it was because I did not have the right mindset. I did not know these things. That's why I'm telling you about these experiences and about these ideas, because they do work, and they all come from Stoicism. And that's why it's so important to remain stoic in difficult situations and to be composed and analyze the situation from a plane's perspective, from the third party view. It's very important, guys. But even on the worst days, even when shit goes through the roof and you keep pushing, guys, clap yourself on the back. Give yourself a thumbs up. Because you deserve it. You've just beat 99.9% of people. Because most people cannot push through the bad times. They cannot push through the uncomfortable situations in life. Most people, they give up, they become weak, they become soft, they start to complain, whine, and bitch about anything, everything really, as to why it's not going for them. But you guys, all of you who are watching this channel, you are responsible and accountable for what you do. And I know you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching me. You wouldn't be subscribing to our channel. So thank you for all the support. I know you guys keep enjoying this content. But again, I'm going to repeat myself here. You guys have to remember this. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have the times when you're going to question yourself. You're going to have the times when you doubt yourself. And I forgot to tell you this one thing. On that exact day, on Monday, I was questioning myself a little bit. I was being doubtful of this channel that I'm running right now. I was like, man, am I really doing the right thing of growing my fitness channel, my mindset channel? What about this and that? Or what are going to people think of me? What are going to people say about me? People are going to laugh. People are going to make fun of me. People are going to say I'm not qualified. People are going to say that I'm young. People are going to say that I'm a conspiracy theorist. And all these things. I've made up all these stories in my mind on that day. I don't know, maybe I've met some... Maybe it was supposed to happen. But then I catch myself and I was like, dude, I am doing the right thing. This YouTube thing, this sharing your story online and spreading like the gospel really of life is the coolest thing that you can do, because you're helping others to become better. And imagine, and I was just like, man, I can just imagine myself being 60, 70 and having my kids and my grandkids rewatching my story back when I was in my 20s. I was like, that's the coolest thing in the world. I wish I had that. I wish I could see my granddad's story, my grandpa's story. But, I mean, those were completely different times, okay? But you guys do have the opportunity. So even the worst days when you're going after your dreams, it's always going to be better than the best day living a life that you never wanted to live in the first place. Always. Always, guys. It's like that quote. I can't remember who said it exactly. I think it was Nas. He said that I would much rather be broke and be in jail, but have dreams and passions, than be rich and stuck in some 9-to-5 job and hate my life completely. Have a wife that doesn't love me and have kids that, you know, have gone wild completely. And it's just the way it is. I mean, you guys can do what you want with this message. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to cut the video right here because I got to continue my workouts. But all the best to you. Good luck.